This is 4 things you need to know before starting a Turo rental biz. Now, I've jotted down and I've been doing this biz for a little over 3 months now, almost 4 months, and this is how we've done over 250, almost 300 trips, about 200, 250 reviews, and over $55,000 paid out to us. And yeah, that's a fleet where we started with just a couple cars and then we started to scale, and now we're a little over 20 cars in our fleet, which is pretty manageable with a team literally of 4 to 5 people. We actually have an extra person, so maybe 6/7, just for some backups because we do a lot of stuff, okay? And to be able to manage it at this rate, building multiple things across the board, you're gonna need some leverage and you're gonna need a little piece of everybody's time. So this is some stuff that we've done. We're out here in Las Vegas during Turo. It's been amazing. The market has been very, very interesting as we're going into this next month. I've shared some monthly earnings of what we've done in the last month and then the month before that, so you guys can check those videos. This is what I've seen. I should call it like the 4 pillars of this car rental business. And what I always try to do is I try to really simplify the business model to make it so it runs, the systems are there, and it's something that we've been able to lean into, learn, and some things that we're kind of seeing in the space. So let's get into it. And before I get into it, I mean, this is our first time into the holidays, and I'm just realizing that there's actually a lot more renters that are coming onto the platform. And even people that are just like side hustlers, like they have 1 or 2 cars. And what I'm seeing right now on the platform is they're lowballing. They're trying to like undercut the competition. I'm seeing 3 series for like $30, $40 when they should be going for, and brand new, $70, $80 a day is what they should be going for. But there's people that are just like cheapskating it. They're doing like free deliveries and $30 deliveries, and these are the people that just are trying to get bookings, and obviously the renters are just trying to go based on pricing. You know, between us, I mean, we're an all-star host on the platform between both accounts, me and my partner. And what I'm learning is it's really just a price war onto the platform, and there's going to be a small handful of people that are actually going to see that, oh my gosh, they're badged up, they got all-star, oh look, they have you know, a lot of great reviews. I mean, we have over 100 plus reviews on each account. So just seeing the playing field and seeing how it's going right now, it's been an interesting game, and we see it's a price war, but we're adjusting. We're looking at the daily rates. We're still trying to stay competitive and still get some margins in so we can make money, because we're trying to run this as a legit business to become profitable. So as I share with you guys these 4 pillars, just know that I'm still developing these systems, and I know a lot of people have asked, they probably shared it too. These are systems that's needed before you get started in your Turo business and what to expect. Pillar number 1 is the check-in, check-out process. Check-ins from when the guest comes, we check them in, we do all the pictures, we clean the vehicle, we make sure that we get really nice pictures. If you look at our pictures, we have hundreds of photos for literally one reservation. And this is the check-in process. So the check-in, check-out system, who's assigned to what, where's the drop-off going, what time, are there any shifts, are there any approvals? So this has to go with the whole reservation from beginning all the way to the end, to the checkout process, where we look and we're like, okay, do they have, you know, were they able to get what they needed to get as far as like from A to B, and was everything smooth and well? With the checkout process, we're literally just cleaning, right? We clean it and then we get it ready for the next. Our checkout process, it's different for every vehicle, whether it's a luxury or it's an economy. The luxuries, we like to keep them really, really clean, do the extra detailing. The economies, we're still keeping them clean. It's just we're not as picky right after the checkout. So most of the luxuries, we want to get it washed, we want to get it ready right away. And then for the economies, we can wait on the outside. But when it's about to get another booking, or it's getting booked, whether it's the same day, we'll go get to the car wash, we'll get it washed. And this has to do everything from like the stickers. We go to Wow Car Wash. We're paying about less than $15 a month. Actually, I think it's $14.99 a month per vehicle for unlimited washes, and this is for the economies. So we have a full-on system when it comes down to the check-in, the moment somebody books with us, and how we get the check-in and how we message the guests and everything, all the way to the checkout process. And this is kind of a whole under umbrella under cleaning. And cleaning, there's so many things, from all the different types of chemicals to hot shines to cleaning the leather, being able to wipe it down from the inside out, disinfect it, make sure we get really nice stuff for the leather type of luxury vehicles, or even just our vehicles on just the dashboard, right? The steering wheel. You go through this. It's called a disinfected type of test that Turo allows you to go through. So check-in, check-out, it's a whole nother process. This is where it takes a majority of the time. Sometimes, depending on how dirty the vehicle is and how long it's got to take us to wipe it down and get it all good, it takes anywhere from like 30, 45, maybe a good hour, depending on how detailed you are. And that's on top of taking the pictures, okay? So there is time in the checkout process. This is pillar number one, and what you guys need to understand before starting a Turo business is it takes time, and there is a lot of work, right? Physical labor to be done, but it's worth it every time we talk to the clients and really help them out. Pillar number two is kind of branching off from pillar number one, which is from the checkout. After the checkout, we got to look at the car. Look if there's any damages that wasn't there before that needs to be reported. So pillar number two is incidentals and claims. Okay, incidentals and claims. Incidentals can be, and we'll start with this, can be as simple as, it's like really, really dirty. And Turo, they've actually changed a lot of their policies over the years from what I've been reading, and they haven't been as strict. Like if it's just like, little dirt, little dust here and there, they're not going to charge. But if it's something where it looked like they went hiking and then they just like mudded up the whole place, you definitely could charge for those. So there's incidentals for like cleaning, incidentals for even gas. So if they didn't leave the gas full or the same level that they left it, you can charge them an incidental. So for example, if somebody let's say it's halfway, you go to the gas station, you fill it up, you show the receipt. Let's say it costs like $25 to fill it up from halfway. $25, because y'all know gas right now is a little bit higher because of some stuff going on, right? So let's say it's a little bit more. And so they're going to charge $25 plus an additional $10 for an inconvenience fee for the guest. So in total, even though it paid you $25 or you paid $25 for the gas, it's an extra $10 because it's still your time to go fill it up when the guest should have brought the vehicle back full the same way they got it. So these are incidental fees that we charge the guests. So cleaning, stuff for gas, and then also recently Turo I heard that they've actually minimized it to only 200 miles a day. So let's say the renter rented it for 3 days for 200 miles a day. Okay, I think that's about the minimum right now that Turo's doing. I think that's the absolute lowest a day that they'll do is $200 a day. If the renter does more, so in 3 days, it's 600, right? Because it's 200 a day, miles. Let's say the renter did 700 miles. We will charge them an additional charge for the 100 miles, and it's per cent. I think it depends on the vehicle and everything, but it's a specific cent per mile that they get charged since they went over. These are incidental charges, and when you guys are doing incidental charges and you're sending that out, this is where you got to actually kind of do it. I would do it right away, and then I would just let the guests know. It's just really good. Communication is really key. So this is incidentals. Claims is a whole nother thing where, we actually just won a claim, which, was really unfortunate. I don't like filing claims, which are damages on the vehicle. In our vehicle, we had a long line go, and it was a long scratch. Obviously, the renter said that it was already there. We checked the pictures before. It wasn't there. So we had to file the claim, and, we won because we had the pictures. And what's so great about Turo is they're pretty quick. They have a designated person. They have a designated appraisal, a designated person that's going to be on the account, and they're going to make sure that you get pushed, your claim gets pushed, and it gets done within an orderly fashion. It took about a week for that whole claim to finalize, and then they paid us our money. We made a little over $600, almost $700 from like a long line. It was like 12 inches long on my Versa. And like I said, it's unfortunate. It's not something that I'm trying to get money from, but if it happens, as a renter, you're liable for it. and that's just part of the deal. So this is a whole other department, is incidentals and claims, and trying to be on top of that and how to organize your incidental and claims when the checkout process happens and you're checking everything out, making sure everything's good. And these are a few examples. Pillar number 3, and this is customer service. Customer service is very important. I talk a lot about this, how the moment someone books, we thank them for booking with us. We give them information, let them know, hey, the vehicle is going to be ready by this time at this date, and here's the address. Or if we're doing an airport drop-off or a drop-off at one of the hotels, I'll confirm it in the message. From the check-in, like I said, customer service, they'll probably have questions. A lot of renters, it's their first time on the Turo platform, so they ask a lot of questions. So being there and answering within a timely fashion really gives them a lot of, you could say, peace, okay, a peace of mind. Say, okay, these guys are good, they're on top of it, everything's smooth. If you look at all our reviews, it's all down the line. It's always people just, saying good stuff about us, and I know that's a lot to do with the communication. Customer service, if there's anything you could take away, having a customer service can win people if your vehicle's not doing so well, or if there's things that, that just didn't go right. As long as you're communicating, I believe a world-class customer service can really, really help your renters and get them a peace of mind to know that, hey, you're there to serve and you're there to help them out. Pillar number 4 is maintenance, and you have to get your maintenance done. I actually did a video on how we maintenance, so you guys can check that video on the channel, how we maintenance our vehicles. We've recently been going to a local spot where it maintenance us. They check our belts, they check our fluids, they do the gas or the oil if they need to change the oil, and then the air filters and the cabin filters. They'll check it all. Go and really get hooked up by certain people. And if you have a larger fleet, you can get a fleet account in a lot of these different car servicing places. Before is maintenance. This is the power of being able to be on top of your tires, the air pressure, the engine, making sure, like I said, that your fluids are good, that are topped off. This is the power of being able to have a nice, well-maintained car. You want to be able to maintain these cars because you don't know how long they're driving. You got to make sure that you're doing your oil changes, right? Depending on the vehicle, anywhere from 5,000 to 7,000 max, every 5,000 to 7,000. You want to be able to make sure you're doing your maintenances, checking your fluids, and not allowing guests to run, because you don't know where they're going to go sometimes, especially if they're booking for 5 days. They got 1,000 miles that they can roll in 5 days. So number 4 is maintenance, being on top of that, having an organized, it could be as simple as like a Google Sheet. That's what we do. Google Sheets, reports, and being able to make sure that you're always on top of the mileage, what's going on, and when the next oil change is, especially if you anticipate a person that is doing like a 3-week trip and your oil change is doing like 500 miles, you might want to squeeze that in. Okay, number 4 is maintenance. How to do that? It's simple. I think you can really still make a lot of money even if you're maintenance the vehicle, because hey, it's the life. You want the engine to be good, and it's not that expensive to be able to maintenance your vehicle, even if you go to your local shops. As long as there's no crazy damages, you're rotating the tires, making sure everything's good, I guarantee you, stay on top of your maintenance and you're gonna have a long-lasting car rental business. We went through it all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys like this stuff, tap the like. Let me know if you have questions below. Are you guys starting it? Are you guys just getting started? Have you probably said, hey, I tried it, or I'm thinking about trying it? Let me know below. I want to be able to answer some questions, help you guys out. This is just me and my experience. Haven't gotten any courses on it. I've just really just off experience. And a part of me is like, I kind of wish I got a course, or maybe I learned a little bit more before we hopped in, but it's part of the process. So, hey, y'all be blessed. You guys take care. Have a good one. God bless you. If you guys enjoyed this, tap the sub. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.
I'm so free, I got no chains running through the wall. Heaven got a playlist. I promise that's my favorite placement. Faithful over famous. Yeah, faithful over famous. Tell them I'm so free, I got no chains on me. I'm so free, I got no chains on me.